it's funny, we're going through a strategic planning session right now for the DBIA, and the funny part about the whole thing is our vacancy rate in downtown is the best it's ever been, and by far actually. And recently we've had our second run of Win This Space, and there's actually there'll be the 5th business opening from that contest next week, so which is a huge success. I think the perception, unfortunately, is going to change in the next 3 to 6 months positively, but unfortunately, perception is that there are some vacancies. There's some reasons for a couple of those vacancies. Right. There certainly is one large vacancy that is a building owner issue, I think was the best way of putting it.
The old Metropolitan, or Five and Dime store, yes. Going way back, it was a Shoppers at one time too.
You're right.
Yeah.
And so that would be one that I think we would all look at and say we would like to see that rejuvenate. The other ones on the other side of the street are all rejuvenating. They've been sold.
It was a fire, right?
Yeah, and they've since been sold, or were in the middle of the sale at the time of the fire, and they are all right around the corner to Simcoe Street as well, are under, I believe the plans are in the building department too. So the once a week person driving down George Street would see on some of those main spots, 3-6 months from now, those won't be apparent. And like I said, the vacancy rate downtown's never been better.
And so that, I think they refer to those buildings as the Pulver buildings at one time.
Yes, Skipboy, I did own them. Correct.
And will they be maintained with their heritage and the 18th century?
I haven't seen the plans. The number 40 residential units was told to me in terms of what's going in the upstairs there, and I would be very certain that Eric Hansen and then the team at PACAC would be very working along with that building owner to make sure that it keeps the lot, because a couple of those buildings there are absolutely stunning.
They really are.
And they're inside. They're just as stunning. So there's a lot of opportunity in there. But there are lots of challenges with that too.
Yeah, and I think you would usually safely assume that someone who's going to buy that building and redo it is looking at the look, the heritage look, as part of the attraction. The people who are going to come and live in that building are going to be younger. They're going to want to be downtown, and they're going to want that. That's part of what they'll be pitching to them. So
yeah.
Pretty safe.
Yeah, and there's challenges there too. For that passion comes no parking. There's a different lifestyle that goes there too, right? And from that building owner perspective, I've never met the person that purchased, but there's a passion in those types of buildings. I know I've got numerous of them too, and there's not, as much as there are great incentives through Eric Hansen and his team, it's very difficult.
You still
need to have a bit of a passion for it, and I think that's a conversation that's going on right now with our city is the historic side and what to keep and what is important and how to kind of say development can happen here but not here, because obviously we need both. We need to protect the historical buildings but also need to allow for some development because it needs to happen.